Oh, excuse me. I swear I'm not doing that deliberately. Oh. Bracky doesn't know what to do. Alright, there we go. Hello, everybody, to this. Oh. So I thought the mic arm was going to droop down a second ago. Pour us a warm bit. Oh, no, it's gone. It's gone. It's in my crotch. Hold on. Just. What are you doing, Ralph? Hello, buddy. What you doing, boy? You want to come on my lap? My lap? No? Don't stick your fur in my drink. No, he didn't want to come on my lap. He wanted to. He wanted to go the roundabout way to get on the bed. Yes. Hello. Hello there. I never know what he's gonna do. He wants attention. Do you want to come on my lap? My lap? Yes. Come on. Yes. No? He's doing it from his he's doing it from his like putting his paw out like that. But yes, this week at least in the UK we're having another heat wave. So I'm still glad that I got the aircon, because otherwise it would be unbearable. Because it's about I think today. Let me double check on that one. It's going to get up to about 30, which is not as bad as before, but still. Alright, bro. Yeah. Someone wants attention all of a sudden. Do you know? So today we're going to do a bit of usual Wednesday stream, do a bit of chanting, and then we're going to play some Sky. But on the subject of Ralph, he has actually been sitting on my lap more recently. He's not been like that for a while. I think it might be, I'm not really much of a cat expert, but I think it might be that he's more comfortable with us. We've only had him about 2 years now. He's about 5 years old, but we've only had him about 2 years. Maybe him wanting to sit on my lap is a way of him like feeling comfortable and relaxed when he sit there. He doesn't stay there for long, mind. He'll kind of like slump down and then sit there for a bit before getting up again. Hey, buddy? He's looking at the door now. He's in that cat thing. He's staring at nothing. Yeah. Both cats are actually in here today, which is good because I got the aircon on and it's very warm today elsewhere. Like I said, having the aircon is great, but every time I leave the room, I get slapped in the face by heat. I've also got a bowl of water in there for them as well. Oh. Ah! Cracking. Yeah. As far as the ongoing saga of my sleep, it's... what? He keeps wanting some attention. Oh, he's going on my lap. He's on my lap. Don't bump your head on the mic. He's on my lap now. Right, buddy? Alright? You good? Okay. Stand on my lap now. He's trying to figure out what to do. Okay. I would put my mic to him, but his head's literally below my mic, so I'd end up whacking his forehead. Okay, comfy. Let me close my legs for you then. No, hey, don't drink out of my glass. That's what it was. It was a ploy to get my water, wasn't it? Okay. No, he's halfway on my lap and halfway on the desk. No, don't want my lap then. Come back to bed? Yeah, he went back to bed. It was still on there for a bit. But yeah, we're gonna repeat myself. We're gonna do a bit of chat. So yes, now I got distracted by him. Ongoing saga of my sleep. I found it. I think I said this on Sunday, but I'll repeat it again. I found some stretches that pretty much do the whole body, like legs, arms, back, and stuff. I'm going to do that for like the rest of this month and see what happens. Hopefully, it will fix the issue that is being uncomfortable in the bed. That shouldn't be uncomfortable. We'll see how things go. Like I said, I am going to a con on Saturday, September. I'll be staying at a hotel, so that'll be a good way to live 100%, certainly, if it is my bed. Yeah, I also did my due diligence and actually wrote down some topics because I keep forgetting them, and because I have fucking a memory like a bloody sieve. Because I keep thinking, oh, I'll definitely remember them, but I won't. So I do have some topics to talk about. Sip of water. Oh, I should actually go through the schedule for this week at least as well before doing that. So today, obviously, Sky. Tomorrow, if everything if my sleep doesn't deteriorate again, we'll be doing the Sly Cooper 3 Platinum run on the PS3. Why? Because I never got around to Platinum it. I think it was one of those things. The PS4 came out, and once backwards compatible, but I was having issues where it wasn't recognizing when I got into Sly Cooper 3. For some reason, it wasn't recognizing the PS5 controller. Found an adapter, tried the adapter, works perfectly. It is wild that these kind of adaptive things exist, because basically it's not just for like games that might not recognize it. Because usually with the PS3, what you would do is you with a PS4, PS5 controller, you hold the PlayStation button and the share button at the same time. It flashes, and then you go into PS3 and you search for Bluetooth device, and then it connects it. And the thing is that you do lose some functionality, that being not being able to press the PS button to exit out of games. You still need your PS3 controller for that. What this adapter does is that it I'm not sure the actual thing about it, but my understanding is that when you connect, because it connects, because it's like a like a little thing, a dongle thing, and it plugs into the USB port, and then you do a similar thing you would do, but instead you click on the thing and it flashes and it connects it to it. You can connect it wired as well. My guess is why it does that is that when you connect with the PlayStation 3's own Bluetooth thing, it probably counts as a third-party controller and not an actual PlayStation controller, maybe. And putting that device in recognizes it more as a PlayStation controller. With the Sly Cooper thing, I did fully properly test out the controller just to make sure everything was working. There was no latency, so I did do some of, because the trophies on Sly Cooper 3 is the challenge mode things. We do the different parts of levels, and you have to beat them in a certain amount of time or stuff like that. So I did do something just to make sure that the controller's fully, PlayStation 5 controller is fully working on the PS3. Because it's funny, when I played the PS3, I never realized it at the time, but it's a shitty controller. I mean, like, comparative to the PS4 and PS5 controller, it is crap. Because the PS3 controller, they basically just looked at the PS2 controller and said, just continue that. And it is very overconfident. I think it's also because my hands have gotten larger over the years, which is weird considering this is not that impossible. The PS3 came out when I was, because it'll be 20 years old next year. The PS3. Doubt Sony will do anything for it. I was 15, but I didn't get one until like 2008, so 2 years after that. So I was 17, so I guess my hands could have gone bigger in that span of time. From a teenager to a grown-ass man. But PS5 is about... I had a PS5 controller to do that. Because like I said, there's a good handful of like PS3 Platinum trophies I haven't done. Even though the games are on modern consoles, some of them at least, the ones I want to do, I still would want to finish them on there as well. Because besides Sly Cooper 3, there's also Sly Cooper 4, Prototype 1 and 2, And I think that's it. So I was like ones that I abandoned because I was having trouble doing them. But as I said before, I recently realized, what if it wasn't that I was banned at video games? What if it was just the PS3 controller was made it more awkward to try and control? Because I've got my PS3 controller right here, and like I don't know if it's actually. I'm gonna get the because I think I got the hand cam. It's not very good at describing stuff, so it's best I get that up. Where are you? Okay. Like, because there's my PS3 controller, and like I don't know if it's just me, but like they just feel so like slippery, like your fingers could just like slip off so easily. Versus like a PS5 controller, and it's only like after like even when I forgot this, that was even with the PS4 controller, because I remember playing some PS3 games when I started streaming, and when I started streaming, the PS5 the PS5 was out, but I didn't have one yet. But it just feels a lot better than the controls compared to, and it might have made doing some of those trophies a lot difficult if you've got such a slippery sticks. Let's get back to here. Oh, actually, no, I should actually show you the dongle one of that. Let me get it out. That's what she said. Because it's sort of because I was having, like I said, I was having issues with like people not recognizing the game, recognizing the controller. So I looked into it and saw a video recommending this thing. It's basically this thing. And it's got a thing for like wireless, and basically you just click these two bits here, and it flashes, and you put it into the PS3, and then it recognizes. I think it's also usable on PC as well. I think that's why some people have these, so they can like use their PlayStation, Xbox, what have you controllers wireless in their PC as well. I am like thinking about getting myself like another PS5 controller, because obviously if I do connect it, it means it's connected to that, and if I want to reuse that same controller on my PS5, that would mean obviously resetting backwards. I thought about trying to fix the one that came with my normal PS5, because I got a PS5 Slim now, because I got drift and I ended up getting a red controller for it. Then the 30th anniversary console was announced, and there was that. But there is like ways to actually like take it apart and fix it. I saw a video on it, and if I break it by trying to do that, no harm, no done. But if I can fix it myself, I could save myself some money and buy another PS5 controller, so I can have that just for the PS3 stuff. I've said this before, but I really wish I would just port these games. Right, it's just like having to, once again, I mean, the Sly Cooper games are on PlayStation, which is cool, but I mean, like, actually, they're PS3 games that are on there, like things like Infamous, Resistance, the Killzone games. Remakes of them are unlikely to happen, but it would be nice to not have to plug in a console that came out technically 20 years ago in Japan. It came out in 2005 in Japan, in 2006 in the US, and in 2007 here in the UK. Yeah, that's sorted for that. Friday, I don't know, because we could just do 2 streams of the Platinum Run, but I haven't decided yet on Friday. Saturday, we're going to do the new Archon quest in Genshin, and I was realizing something. We're currently at like 97 streams, because I've been streaming Genshin since it since I've been streaming. I've been playing it since it came out, but I've been streaming since it, which is 2021, and like almost 100 streams. And I was thinking to myself, it'd be kind of cool to have the 100th stream be entering Shiznai's, the next region in Genshin. So we might try and do that, because like, well, once again, my sleep, it's debatable if I can do a very long streams. We'll see how sad when we reach the Saturday, because although the new main quest in Genshin isn't long, it's about 2.5 hours long, probably a little bit longer because it's me. But if we do end up finishing it, what I was going to do, because there was another character story mission for, I forget her name, a child's mentor, or whatever the name was. We could do that, but I'm only assuming that in September it will be Shiznai's. They could do another Archon quest after that, so I think if we do finish it on the weekend, I think we'll hold out until like near enough the time, like at least until they announce the next region. And if they do announce, hey, the next update's going to be Shiznaiza, so yeah, then we will probably do like her story quest, and then that will like make it 99, and the 100th one will be entering Shiznaiza. Hopefully, see how things go. Yeah, that's basically for the schedule. Don't know what I'm going to do for Friday, like I said. I think I was, because there's that, what's it like? W place, R W place, which is basically like the R place, but all over the map. Because it could be fun, like to, like, I don't know, explore and see what we can find going into different areas of the world. The world! Maybe on Friday, I don't know. We might just do another stream with the Sly Cooper free platform. We'll see when we get to Friday. But with that aside, we do have some talks. There's also going to have lunch before we do play Sly Cooper. There's been quite a lot that's happened that we might... If we don't get to talking all these, I can save this for another day. Or we can talk why after maybe something. But the first one is kind of related to something that happened on Sunday. Because after we streamed on Sunday, because I forgot to mention, we streamed Sunday because things got switched around. Yeah. But afterwards, I was watching Zentreya stream, and she was doing a bit of reaction stuff, and she reacted to something that I didn't know existed until I was watching her stream. Is that apparently there was a new War of the Worlds movie. And it's terrible. She watched clips from it, and I was watching her watching it. It's like, it's mind-bogglingly bad. It's like, if you haven't seen it, it's basically like they wanted to do found footage version of this, but doing it in modern times, where it's just like, it's just basically like all over like Discord calls and FaceTimes, and it's just so badly acted, and even like this the fucking tripods, I think they're called, was like, God, that's bad. And I'm someone who's easily entertained. And even I saw it, I was like, fuck me, that is bad. Like, I just, like, why? My only thing feel like on why this was made, and why it's so bad, I think it was like, it was rushed out because they realized, oh shit, it's 20 years since the last War of the Worlds movie, let's make another War of the Worlds movie and capitalize on that factor, because the one with Tom Cruise was like 2005, so yeah, that, you know, like 20 years ago. It's just like, it's so, well, I'm not watching it. I'd rather not. Like no, I'd rather watch something that's actually good. If it just seen from those clips is just like, oof is the best way of putting it. But of course, you're probably going to see tons of people doing reactions on the War of the Worlds movie. That's going to happen. Also, on the subject of Zentreya, her replica sword thing got pushed. The company's doing it got pushed to September, October. So the unboxing of that's going to probably have to like wait. The other thing that I saw her react to, that I also reacted to, which I didn't even know as well, was that the trailer for the season 2 of the One Piece live action, and it looks so good. Maybe I should get it not, because we can like proper like just go for some little talking points on it. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, with me for a second while I find it, because I think I watched it on the account I'm on, and it should be, you know, my history. Videos, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, here we go. It's at 66.1 million views at the moment. Just, because we won't like pause. We won't. I don't know. It sounded like a minute and a half, so. Because we did this for, like, for the other, like, what was that? We did it for like the first trailer stuff. But I think we'll just go for like last one. We'll just go for like bullet points because I didn't even know. Yeah, if I knew about it beforehand, I would say actually reacting to the full thing on stream. Oh right, yeah, I forgot that was still up. Hold on. It should probably just get rid of because I think if I enlarge this, it's gonna look kind of weird. Oh, actually, that's actually like kind of. I mean, some of it's kind of cut off. I think like best just to. Let me just. Yeah, it should be, there we go. That's still doesn't fit the screen. Maybe just do it like this. This would be light. Why is this, what? Oh, wait, no. Wait, why is it? Oh, that's right, because I did. Yeah. Okay, it's not a problem. I know what I need to do. Nope. That's not what I wanted to grab. I wanted to grab them. I really should like have it as not the monitor source, but something else so we can like adjust it for different things. I can always just undo. There we go. That's more like it. Now, and I still prefer having it like this. Maybe because I am kind of like I guess I could just put them down here, but yeah, like, we're just gonna go through like different points because I already like sort of then watch it, but like I mean it's very clear that they put more budget into it, but like just all of it just so good. But what's some key points that I wanted to just talk a little bit about? Here we go. This I was so curious about. Like, were they going to do the giants like giants? Because like One Piece is one of the most like kind of awkward, kind of like the most ambitious choices for like live actions because it's a fantasy, and that with fantasy, it's easy to do animated because you're not restricted by anything. But stuff like this, what you talking, right, buddy? Because when it was like because I knew where like I've had more inklings where season 2 would, but I knew they were going to go to. It's been so long since I've seen this arc. I think it's Little Garden, and I forget these giants' names because it was so long ago. But the fact that they're actually making them, I mean, they're still not as big as they are in the anime, which makes sense, budgets and stuff. Because like if I remember correctly, both the giants were like bigger than their ship, but he's just like slightly bigger. But like this, I mean, it's not. Let's put the quality up. It's kind of grainy here. Let's put this at. There we go. That should be more clearer. Looks awesome. Like the chopper looks good as well, which I have seen. But this was like because they could have just made them slightly tall dudes. They could have easily gone that route, like, made them like gets actors who are like 6 foot or something. But judging from how they've done it, it looks like they've generally just like blown up the actors and stuff. But that was one point that I thought was like, and then there's obviously Robin, who's like this is like one shot, so it's really hard to see like the full fit. But so far, this also looks really good as well. I do like. Because the other thing is also the powers. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how they do that as well. Effects. Then we've got. I've seen like. Hang on. Yeah. You can tell I'm not very used to doing reacting to trailers. I should really just use the things. All right. No, that's. I mean, hang on. I mean, that's a bit. This also looks awesome too. I mean, granted, all the counters are being like. All the actors being chosen are being proved by Ota himself, so no wonder they're good. But like, this is another one. The 2 cigars. They actually like, I would love if there's just like one scene. It'd be so brilliant just to do, just for like one scene, and because it's for the actor to have them in his mouth every time he's on. But I'd love if they just do a scene where he tries to talk with the 2 cigars and no one can understand him, and Tasiki just goes, "Sir, take the cigars out. No one can understand you." I think that would just be like a good, like, little funny thing to. But I like this. First like once again, The most interesting thing, though, besides the look of the characters, is his powers, especially as well. How that's going to look. The only the only gripe I will have, this is more like just like cursed knowledge of apparently sometimes with bad CG, a way of hiding the bad CG is having the CG being low lighting or in dark places. And most of the fight sequences in the first season were at nighttime. And here we go, Luffy here doing like does look good, but no, it's still at night. Like I know we saw like the giant in the daytime, but why are they going to do the same again and just have every fight at night to hide the CG? Because the Gatling here part looks fucking awesome. And then obviously ending with, I mean, even this, like the boon, they made him ginormous. It looks awesome. But yeah, it's gonna be because it's really like hard to tell how far it's gonna go in the season from this point because we see Robin, so and they have now they did show the casting for Crocodile as well, but is it gonna go from Logtown all the way to the end of Alabasta, or are we going to get the start of Alabasta? Because I don't know how many episodes is actually going to be in this, but I am excited. I mean, granted, the person working on this is also a fan of it. It's not just Oda also working on it. I think one of the directors is actually a fan of the franchise himself, so that's why this is good. But I'm just holding out hope. I mean, they even like announced that there'll be season, and what is it? And season 3 set sail soon. So they are also which means that might be like a year after. It does make me wonder if the reasoning for this taking a long time was because they're going to try and knock out 2 seasons a year apart, so they filmed them more soon. Maybe, but I don't think there was anything other talking points so on, because like even like this showing them at the gallows and it being at night time does worry me if like most of the majority of the action sequences are going to be low light or at night time. I don't mind different settings for different like things from when they're individual source material, but knowing that they're being done not because they want to do a different setting, they're doing it because they want to hide the band CG. That's what makes me worried about it. But we'll have to see, because it's not until next year though, and my tracking's gone. But I hope they don't show anymore, because I'm already hyped. I'm already sold. Like, it's the problem, like, even with movies where you have way too many trailers. If they do any more trailers, I'm probably not going to watch it, because I'm already sold and I'm intrigued to see how far it goes. I don't know why my tracking hasn't came back yet. It usually does after a bit. But other than that, I am excited. And it's going to be but my worries is Netflix themselves. Let's just close that back up. Let's switch back over to it, because one of my worries is Netflix has a habit of meddling with stuff. No, I think I've personally watched, but I've heard of stuff like things like I think Wednesday and The Witcher, where they completely like decided they just didn't want to bother with the source material and stuff. And that's my worry. Like, I know Oda's involved, but, you know, just because you have the creator involved doesn't mean the companies won't try and, like, fuck with it too much. But it's going to be interesting to see, like, more of the characters as well, like, them in action. Because, like, this is going to, I think, because these ones are going to have the most, like, characters in it, because that's the thing with One Piece. As the series goes on, more and more characters are shown. Like, there'll be bad guys, good guys, and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see how, you know, how they handle all of that. Characters, like even like people like Mr. Free is going to be like, because it's just that's the thing that interests me the most about this is handling the powers. Like, some are probably fairly easy to do in CG, but then some can be very more complicated just in the way they work and move. Once again, like with Robin's, her whole thing is that she can make any parts of her limbs pop out of anywhere, and like having dozens of hands. I mean, especially if you get more later in the series, but we'll have to obviously wait and see. What else was on the topic list that I wrote down so I wouldn't forget? I also got an email about the Sonic Magic the Gathering cards. Apparently, they're going to be processing the money from them this Friday, so we might end up getting them soon. No, I think it's tomorrow actually. And V Cards, which is the VTuber trading cards made by Gamer Subs, is releasing their next wave of cards this Friday. Now, I'll be intrigued to see if I get lucky like last time, able to get them. Because what happened with those ones, when I went to get the order for them, there was like, oh, it's out of stock. And I was like, okay, never mind. Then I checked again, and luckily they were back in stock and I was able to get them. If I don't, then it would most likely go to like the pre-sale thing, which basically means that they'll take in orders, but you won't get your package until they have that in stock. So if that all goes according to plan, we might end up unboxing both of those at the same time. We'll see. I mean, I can always hold off until we get both, because the Sonic cards is what you see is what you get, was what my sister told me. So there's no like, ooh, what am I going to get? No, in the pictures of what they show is what you get. Versus the V cards, I don't know what I'm going to get. So that could be good to do. I don't think I'll ever get any more the Magic Gathering cards. I'm not going to play it. I'm just getting the Sonic ones for collectors. I know they're doing like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is cool for the Avatar fans. What else? Oh, so as many people know, here in the UK, our government being, I've not people heard about it before, where we have to do this, verification thing on a lot of social medias because our government wants to try and censor porn, because that's what it is. There's no, it's to protect the children. It's just dumb censorship. But there's some funny things about this. So I mentioned how Twitter didn't have it at first, so they just blocked it regardless. Twitter does, but what's funny about it is that it doesn't, because I wanted to see if it worked. I wanted to see, because I talked about how pointless this is, because kids could find a way around it, putting a picture up or someone and it would recognize it. I was going to do that, but it wasn't working, because how they're doing it is that when you click on something, you scan a QR code and it takes you to the site on the app, but it didn't bring up anything for me. But you can kind of, besides the most obvious way of circumventing it is a VPN, the other way is that I found out, is if you go to someone's profile and click to their, is it like the media page? That it just shows, it's like all in squares and it shows all the pictures. You can just look at it. It's just funny to me, because it means like, hey, we've got the verification thing. Oh wait, you don't need to do that. You can just go on someone's profile and then click to where they've posted everything and just see all the not safe work stuff as you want. I don't know, it's just kind of silly to me, like that they put it in place, but you don't need to. I mean, the other one is obviously a VPN way, but that way just makes it laugh. It's just like, oh, I don't have to. You use either. Like that. Also, on the subject of Twitter, I was thinking out, like, because trying to grow is always an important thing, and diversifying where you post stuff is a good idea. But as I've said before, Twitter, one of the reasons I left it for Blue Sky is that anytime I posted anything, almost every interaction would be like, whether it be like a like or a comment or what have you, would always be one of those artist bot accounts or just a scam in general, and it got really annoyed with, because originally it was like every so often. Then I was like, nope, fuck this, I'm moving to Blue Sky. And that was like almost a year ago now. But I was thinking about going back. Maybe it changed. It hasn't, because one thing I at least do with my account on Twitter is that if someone's trying to like spread like an important like message or something, I'll repost that. And immediately after like reposting one of those, you got people following me, and there were those artist scam bot accounts. It's like, oh yeah, no, there's no reason to continue this. I'll still do that. I think the one that was about the whole Twitch thing. I don't know if they fixed that, because it's apparently their recent update or change treats my brain went dead. Treats lurkers as bots and removes them as your viewer counter, which is like, that sucks. That's not good. But so I decided to, even though it already had a lot of retweets, one was just going to push it even more. So I figured the more people need to see it, the better. And yeah, did a handful of like just artists, scammers, and because I can see them a mile away if it's like a scam or bot, because there were still other people's work, and you can tell it's different people's work, even if it's not a popular artist, because each so-called model they made is completely different looking than the last one. But yeah, this seems like still an issue on Twitter, so I still will not be using Twitter. I don't know. Maybe when it gets up to a year of me not using Twitter, maybe I'll give it a shot for a month, like in October. Because I think it was September 7th of October, 17th of October is when I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this, with Twitter. So we'll see how things go with that. Oh, another thing, just the PSA, if they don't want to use his Instagram, I don't. They added a new feature where anytime you post something, it shows your exact location. I'm like, what the fuck? Facebook, what the fuck, Zuckerberg? I mean, if you're a popular Instagrammer and you make a photo that's at your house, it will show you exactly where you are, and it's on by default. So that's stupid, unbelievably stupid. So like, apparently what you're going to do is just go into your private settings on the on your phone, and then go to I think it's like streaming and sharing, and then turn off that. It's on default. That's what's wild about it. Is on default. You don't have the option to like, hey, do you want to show where your exact location is? No, we're just gonna put that in there. So yeah, like, if you're someone who posts on there quite frequently, I advise turning that off. That was just like a thing I saw going around. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, I get the idea of like, if you're in like a cool restaurant and you're showing a photo or and someone wants to be let out. And you want to promote the restaurant so you can show that location. But people just put that in there, like a link in the post and stuff. Like, I feel like I refuse to call it Meta. I'm still gonna call it Facebook. That's what it's all based off of. It's Facebook. It is run by an idiot. But other news that was really surprising. Channing Tatum is going to be in Demon Slayer. It's weird to say movie, because what they're basically doing with Demon Slayer is they're taking the last story arcs, putting it into a 3-part movie, which worries me a bit. I hope they don't try and drag that out, but apparently he's going to be in it. Channing Tatum is going to be in it, because apparently he's like a fan of the franchise and wanted to be in it. So since they were doing these movie things, they were like, oh yeah, so he's playing. I don't know. They listed the character, but I don't know who it is. My guess it'll be like, because you know, like Demon Slayer has a lot of flashbacks to characters or when demons were human. So it's probably going to be like one side character or something, in the movie. I just hope that my local Cineworld, which is one of the, if people don't know, Cineworld's one of the biggest like cinemas in the companies in the UK. They show it. If they can only do one day, because that's what happens with a lot of these anime movies, they usually either do it one day, but annoyingly it's always on a Monday, and it's usually when I'm working. And as much as I like anime, I'm not taking a day off work to go and see a movie. I can't really afford to. If you're going to do just one day, because you don't think it's going to do very well in the cinema, because again, not even several days, because you don't want to cost out having different screen times and stuff, at least put it on the weekend so everyone can see it. So I hope with Demon Slayer it's in my local cinema, and it's at least on the weekend, so I can see it in the cinemas for Demon Slayer. But that's gonna be interesting, because it's gonna be interesting to see like an actor in an anime, because I know that famous actors have been like the Studio Ghibli stuff, but that is just a movie. Because the Demon Slayer thing is them taking a story arc from the series and putting it as a movie. And the last time something similar to that happened was with Samuel Jackson in Afro Samurai, which I've never seen. It's on the list there to things to watch at some point. But that's going to be an interesting one when because it's apparently September 12th it's out. Because I did check my cinema one, and they've only got the sub listed at the moment. They don't have like bookings. Let me check that just briefly. Oh, yeah, I keep feeling there's another Freaky Friday movie, which is like Hollywood or just like I mean it's Disney. Why I'm not surprised to see. Oh, there is now listed. There is now listed for the dub. Excellent. There wasn't beforehand, but yeah. Demon Slayer, Infinity. Doesn't say Infinity Castle, it's just Infinity. Not an Infinity Stone, but I don't think there's bookings yet. Yeah, there isn't like bookings yet for it, from what I can see. Just gotta hope it's definitely in my local cinema at least. But yeah, that's listed. Apparently it's gonna be an hour and 55 minutes. Because apparently the people's reason they think they're doing this with Demon Slayer is because the last story arc in the manga, if they were to do it as episodes, it'd be like four-ish episodes. Which, if you slap 4 episodes of an anime into one movie, that's at least one movie. But apparently it's going to be 3 movies. That's why that worries me a bit. I mean, I'm only assuming, because like 4 episodes doesn't mean each of those episodes would have been like 22 minutes long. Those could have been like 40 minutes. Because I think actually I'm going to check that out. Because now this is going to bother me if I don't check this. The Demon Slayer, I think like the last story arc, it might have been actually the Swordsman arc actually was like 4 minutes or so. It was either the first part or the second part. I'm just checking on like Crunchyroll for that one. Demon Slayer. I'm like almost like certain like one of those episodes was like 40-ish minutes long. I think it might have actually been. Oh, it says I've watched it, but I can't. Just mute it because I don't want to have the audio pop up and get me in trouble. Like I'm almost like certain. Like it was either the first part of the episode was. Yeah, it was the first episode for the demons the swordsman village arc was almost an hour long, so there is that. That's another thing I have to wait and see until September. What day is September? It's gonna be like a Friday, but it doesn't list any other days, so it's not booked. We mentioned that that's 2 months away. Just about 2 months ago. That would be a Friday, so yeah, that would be a Friday. So hopefully there might be. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be showings for the weekends for me, at least. But that's September. That's a while away. And the final list of topics to talk about is Homestuck. It's getting an animation, which was definitely on my bingo list for sure. Homestuck getting an. That was one of those things that I never like. I was aware of, but never really got into. I haven't said this before. I said this on the Discord server, but because I was talking about like a while ago now about like online games and stuff. I didn't really get like chronically online until like around 2012, 2013, I think it was. Like I was on the internet now and again, but I wasn't always online. Most like stuff I found out about was through my twin brother, so Homestuck wasn't going to be one of those things, which I checked. Homestuck was, if I remember, Homestuck was like one of like the very earliest like web comic series or something, and just exploded. The most I've ever seen of it was just people drawing other characters in its art style. That's what I've never from like Homestuck. I don't know much about it. Like if I saw the characters, I'd recognize them, but like that's about my knowledge. I don't know if I'll watch it because, like I said, never really got into Homestuck, so I don't know if I'd actually enjoy it. But yeah, so I think I've got written down for like topics for today. Don't think there was anything else. So I think what I'm going to go and do now, I'm going to go grab my lunch. I don't have that many shorts, but if we do run out, we'll just watch some VTuber ones instead. So yeah, I'll go and grab my lunch, we'll have something to eat, and then we'll play some Sky.
The first time you and McGregor and
The thing about Mass Effect, I do plan to do the Mass Effect 3's DLC at some point. Maybe might do it after finishing one channel. I'm not playing games just yet. Xenoblade, because like I said, after we've done like I completely forgot to mention it, but like after we've done, that's gonna bother me. It's not centered. I mean, I could just do this and somewhat center it. No, but I moved it for earlier. There we go. It's more centered. That's more like it. That feels much better. Just feels right it being centered. I know you can full screen it, but like when it's full screen, it just looks kind of like that. Nah, I still prefer like this. Maybe after that, because I do want to finish Xenoblade. Oh yeah, I should put myself back up. There's no reason for me to be in the corner. Yeah. Oh, there was one more thing I did want to talk about before we continue. One thing I realized is a bad habit I really need to like get out of. It's getting one guide by the imaginary one guy. I keep forcing myself to like continue playing games or do stuff because I'm worried like that one person will get mad if I didn't, but no one has. But I keep imagining the wheel when I'm letting the imaginary one guy me, and I really should because enjoyment is important. And I think Xenoblade is one of those ones where I really feel like I should have just continued it off stream, but I'm now at the point where we're like so far into I really need to should finish on stream. I'm still enjoying it, but it's just like I feel like I really shouldn't. And I'm gonna try to do that with a lot of series. Like I'm gonna give like most games and stuff we do 2 streams, and if I feel like I want to do it off stream, then I'm going to do it off stream. So yeah. My brain went dead, completely dead. So yeah, like the Sly Cooper thing. If I feel like I'd have more fun doing it off stream, I'll do it off stream, and I shouldn't, want to continue it just because the imaginary one person might want me to continue playing it or something. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. We're going to watch some shorts. Oh.
had to draw our lightsabers. I remember we both made the sound at the exact same time. George said, "Boys, you don't have to do that. We can add that stuff." Oh, okay, sorry. The first time you and McGregor.
Potato chips in a sandwich? Nah.
What?
Yeah, I don't like.
What? Have you ever?
I never have.
In a sandwich?
No.
Dude, that is the ultimate struggle meal. Because who doesn't like the texture of a crunch biting into a sandwich you already like?
All right.
You make a turkey sandwich, you know?
And then ruin it with some potato chips.
You throw some potato chips in there, it gives you the salt, it gives you the starchy, it gives you that crunch. Dude, potato chips in sandwich is the shit.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, fucking
You
sure.
need to shut the fuck up.
Potato chips in a sandwich? Nah.
What?
Yeah, I don't like.
So I feel brain. I don't have a lot of free time. Well, I do have a lot of free time. It's just too much to consume these days. So I don't watch the Game Grumps as much as I used to do. Because I do have the most free time because I only work 2 hours a day. And yet there's always I keep falling behind a lot of stuff. So I don't really, and animations like these are really neat and stuff. But I didn't know Aaron Hansen was into putting, when he said potato chips, we call them crisps, a sandwich, because that's very much a British thing. Like, I don't know, no, maybe it's just an Aaron Hansen thing. Maybe, I don't know, you found out British people did that and tried it. I don't do it that often. I used to do it a lot when I was a kid, but I don't. It is nice, honestly, because especially if you get some nice, good flavored crisps or something, like some barbecue crisps or something. I'm already halfway through my sandwich, so I can't really do that right now. I might do it next time, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to go back to eating. And my tracking went again. Maybe it's the mic. Maybe it's in the way. Yeah.
Hello, Artman. I'd like to commission you.
Stop! I will pay you 3 times the cost to anti-commission him. Do not breathe life into his foul ideas.
Hello, Artman.
What? What? What's the matter, buddy? I'm just laughing. It seems to get wild when I laugh. He meows when I start laughing. Hello. Okay, now he's on his lap. I think I like this one because I've been one of the. No, don't you dare try and go for my sandwich. He's on my lap right now. It was in the comments. Sometimes it's based on the comments. It's the amount for NS. It would somehow. But it does. It does. I do like. I do wonder like artists what is like the weirdest like commission? But you said yeah, all right. Hello, he's on my lap right now. Okay. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, if I try and lean forward to tilt the hand cam, because he's like way off. Like he's like here in this direction where I am. He's on my lap right now. But if I feel like the webcam's just out of my reach. So if I try and tilt. There he is. Oh, there's my hair. There he is. There, buddy. There we go. Just like inches away from my face. So I don't think I can even tilt it that far. But there he is. Some tension, buddy. So he's been doing this like more often, haven't you? You should know tension, don't you? Like I said, we've had him only like 2 years. He's not really a lap cat. But lately he's been doing this more. I'm not cats, but maybe it's just he's became more like relaxed with us and like he feels comfortable and safe enough that he can sit on my lap. Be careful of the cable, not the mic. Look at you. Right, buddy. I'm gonna try and eat and have him on my lap. I mean, I could. Hang on, because you guys deserve to see this. Let's just shrink this down a bit. There we go. We have that in the corner while he's on my lap.
This game was a developer's worst nightmare in the late 2000s. See, Rockstar was trying to build the most realistic open world game. At the time, motion capture and hand-drawn animations couldn't make live character physics realistic. Then Rockstar discovered a tool that was faster and could do the impossible. You see, the movie Matrix Reloaded was using a new tool in 03. It lets you stimulate the most realistic character reactions possible to a punch, bullet, or any other move. And that's why GTA 4 looks so realistic compared to anything else at the time. NPCs flinched from gunshots before they fell, stumbled after punches, grabbed walls to keep them from falling. Every ragdoll animation was different depending on where you hit or shot them, what you hit them with, and even the environment around them. It wasn't just animation, it was physics stimulated through code live in front of your eyes. For 2008, this was insane. And with GTA 4 being the first major game to use this tool called Euphoria, it sent shock and panic through the industry. GTA 4 forced other devs to rethink how their characters should move, or they got left behind. This game was a developer.
Within Japanese media, a topic that people don't talk about enough, despite its importance and influence, are tokusatsu franchises. But what exactly does tokusatsu mean? Tokusatsu literally translates to special filming and is a term used to describe Japanese live-action films or television programs that make use of practical effects. You've probably heard of at least one example within the medium. There's kaijus with Godzilla, heroes like Kamen Rider and Ultraman, or even Super Sentai, whose stock footage would later be repurposed to create Power Rangers in the West. Their influence cannot be overstated both within Japan and beyond to other spheres. The essence of Sailor Moon, from the transformation sequences down to a group of heroes fighting evil to protect the world, was hugely influenced by Super Sentai.
She's had enough now. See what I mean? It was staying there for like a bit. And just sit on my lap. If it's going to do it again throughout the stream. So we did used to have the cat cam, but that's when they were like sleeping down on the floor over there. Yeah, I'm putting over there. But now they're either on the window or on the bed, which I can't put it near the window because I don't want to broadcast my location. And the bed is also right behind where the chair is, so I could end up knocking off the camera. But I had a little bit of cat camera today. Then there's my fire zone. But I'll keep the camera in this position just in case he decides he wants to sit my lap again. But we'll get rid of that. You don't need to stare at my thighs. I'm going to go back to eating now.
Which Naoko Takeuchi was a fan of. Masashi Kishimoto was a huge fan of the Godzilla franchise, and so the tailed beasts were an excuse for him to draw monsters. Even in the West, Peyton Reese said the design of Ant-Man in the MCU was influenced by both Ultraman and Inframan. As for if you want to watch some tokusatsu for yourself, I highly recommend Tubi because it's free and has a lot of different franchises to choose from. Within Japanese media, a topic that people don't talk about enough.
I'm going to go in my pants. Nobody's looking right.
What the Kojima? Kojima dog. I am not getting the suit wet. I refuse to be golden showered, Kojima.
Well, I played Metal Solid 2. And I didn't even know that was a thing. That's just what makes this game so amazing. Like, even like several decades later, there's still stuff I don't even. Well, I didn't play them when they originally came out, but even so, I didn't even know that was a thing. There's a point where you could actually get pissed on.
I'll never forget this. A few years ago, the office down at the end of the hall, three, I'm gonna say fresh out of college, tween-ass looking kids got some investor to invest $4 million in their new startup app. This was the pitch they told me, because I talked to them about it. It's like a TikTok dating website. Instead of listing out all your stuff, you upload videos like TikTok, and then you ask people out on dates through video. But wait, there's more. You wanna know what they called this website? Lolly. Like lollipop, but I don't think they thought it through. I'll never forget this.
They generally did not think it through, because imagine trying to search that and you found a different kind of site. Wait, I think there was actually a funny comment on this one as well. What was it? I know it made me laugh. Oh yeah, it was this one. Sounds like the investors just got lolly-conned. Oh, that's a good one. Oh dear. This is why you should think through your names. A good example on thinking through names, especially when you're choosing foreign words. Because it might seem silly, because I said this before, but a while ago, I found out the word venti in English means wind, which works for Venti in Genshin Impact, since he's the god of wind. But that is also, it's like, I'm going to go to Starbucks. That's like a size of a drink in Starbucks. So if someone orders like a venti iced coffee, they're ordering a winged iced coffee, and that is hilarious. It's not that bad, but it's a little bit funny that they probably chose a word that sounded cool and fancy, but didn't bother to check what it meant in English. It's not like offensive, it's just more like silly. But dear God, check it before you name something. Especially if you're starting up a business. Anyway, I'm going to go back to eating.
The laser sword was the first sound I tried to make, and I had an idea for it immediately after I saw the Ralph McQuarrie art. I could kind of hear it in my head. On the campus of USC, I was a projectionist, and when you turn the projectors on, they hummed. And I recorded that motor hum, and later I added a buzzing sound from the back of my television set, and that became the basis for all the lightsabers. This is the projector. And then this is the sound of the picture tube. The blend of those two is the basic bed that's under every lightsaber. The question really becomes, how do you make it sound like it's moving? Making a new recording of it with another microphone and swinging the microphone around in front of the speaker produces a Doppler effect. The laser sword was the first sound I tried to make, and I had an idea for it immediately after I saw the Ralph McQuarrie art. I could kind of hear...
Who the heck are Tark and Light Gaia anyway? Have you ever heard the phrase, inside you there are two wolves? Well, apparently that's true for Sonic's Earth. Light Gaia and Dark Gaia are deities that have been around since the beginning of Sonic's Earth, but that isn't to say the Earth has only begun once. How the nature of the Earth goes is every few millions of years, Dark Gaia fully matures as Light Gaia fully weakens. Dark Gaia tries to break apart the planet and destroy everything, essentially resetting the Earth. This is called the Time of Awakening. Sometimes Dark Gaia wins, sometimes Light Gaia postpones it. We haven't seen Dark Gaia's weakened state, but we have seen Light Gaia's. We named him Chip. Interestingly, the ancient descendants lived through this, so we refer to that group at the time as the Gaians and the Second Great Civilization. Light Gaia won the bout, but the Gaians, fearing for their lives, decided to do something to help Light Gaia succeed again. They built 7 Gaia temples all around the world. When a Chaos Emerald is placed in a temple's altar, that temple is activated. Harnessing the technology from their previous Chaos engines, all 7 can be summoned by Light Gaia to form the Gaia Colossus to beat Dark Gaia back into slumber. Who the heck are Dark and Light Gaia anyway?
More misgendered cartoon characters. Starting off, we have both Piglet and Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh. Many people think these two are women, but they're fully grown adult men. Ed from Cowboy Bebop is mistakenly a boy, but she is a girl, though most fans of the series know this. Flower the skunk from Bambi is mistaken as a girl, but he is a dude. Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time is a girl, though some fans get confused because her voice actor is a man.
Princess Bubblegum's in my seat.
We decided last time, no reserved seating.
Next, we have both Blue and Bluey. A lot of people think that these blue dogs are boys, but no, these two blue dogs are girls. Tanella Noza from the Owl House is a girl, despite some people thinking that she is a boy. Nermal from Garfield is also a boy, despite having the stereotypical cartoon eyelashes for girls. Speaking of eyelashes, Tweety Bird is also a boy, despite having the same stereotypical eyelashes. And then there's Turk from Disney's Tarzan. I think a lot of people get confused because Turk is a boy in the original Tarzan books, but Rosie O'Donnell plays the character, and the character in the Disney movie is indeed a female. More misgendered cartoons.
Oh, that thing, what? Was Turk in the movie? I swear she was in, like, the cartoon show. Either way, besides most of these, Turk I never did. Like, I'm surprised people did mistaken her for a he. She always came off as, like, a tomboy. So, like, when I was a kid, I always felt like I always knew it was a she. I don't know. That's why I was just kind of interested that there's a little character misgendered. The Bluey one, and it makes sense because there's this stupid, gender stereotype. Oh, blue is a boy's color, so therefore if this character's blue, then it must be a boy. That's where that comes from. I don't know what's with the face tracking today. Doesn't want to work. Anyway, I'm going back to eating it again.
Other than just doing a fantastic job portraying.
I'm there. I didn't even click anything. It just shot up to the last one. No one does that.
More misgendered cartoon characters.
Okay, did pirates really have hook hands, or is that just something made up for movies and TV? The truth lies somewhere in the middle, because hook-shaped prosthetics have been a thing since at least the Middle Ages. That's because a hook is an extremely effective shape. It holds a variety of objects without a gripping mechanism, and the simple design was easy for any blacksmith to reproduce. Hooks also struck that balance between functional, fashionable, and affordable. Prosthetics that actually resembled hands were expensive, on account of being so complicated to design and build, so only wealthy amputees could afford them, generals, politicians, etc. When it comes to pirates, it's absolutely possible that a few pirates had hook hands, but it was not 50-50 like Hollywood's made it out to be. Seafaring was incredibly difficult work, and as functional as the hook was, your captain and crew required everyone on board to carry the same load, which was objectively not possible for most amputees. The hook-handed pirate trope is actually somewhat new. I'm pretty sure it originated with Captain Hook, who first appeared in J.M. Barrie's stage play Peter and Wendy in 1904. So apparently Captain Hook is a way more badass villain than I ever realized. That he can lose his hand and still survive at sea while commanding a whole crew. I guess it makes sense why so many pirates since then have tried to match his energy. Now, of course, prosthetics today have come leaps and bounds with the materials and mechanics, making them more comfortable, lighter weight, stronger, and more durable, with modern hooks taking on a much less menacing shape. All that was built on the foundation laid by the hook hands from over a millennium ago. Okay, did pirates really have...
Who the heck are Chaos and Tikal anyway? 3,000 years ago, during the Third Great Civilization, there was a group of echidna known as the Knuckles Clan. Yes, this is where he gets his name. Led by Chief Pachacamac, they were the builders and residents of the Mystic Ruins. Pachacamac is a warlord seeking to expand his empire. His wife passed away, but not before having a daughter named Tikal. The Mystic Ruins were built geographically close to where Angel Island rested at the time, and Tikal stumbled one day upon the Master Emerald altar with a Chow garden built in. One of the gods the clan worshipped was the water god of destruction. One of the Chow fit this description. Chaos, as they called him, was a mutated Chow. He resembled his ancient ancestors, but mentally was just a Chow doing Chow things. Tikal met them warmly and made it a daily duty to keep the place neat and tidy. The chief hears the Master Emerald, and against Tikal's wishes, storms the place with his soldiers to take the power for himself, killing a few Chow in the process. Chaos furiously uses his ability as a Chow to absorb the Chaos Emerald and transforms into perfect chaos. Modifying a prayer from her grandmother's literature, Tikal binds perfect chaos and herself inside the Master Emerald, where both can still be found as spirits to this day. Who the heck are Chaos and Tikal anyway?
We're starting eating. I'm gonna switch things over now to bed again. Also, I might have to turn the aircon off briefly because why does like a static sound? Might just be the aircon. Like I said, the only downside of this aircon is that it is loud, which means I can't have it during the night because I can't fall asleep with loud noises in my room. Okay, isn't it? Good to know. Let's just set it back on. Right. Let's go here for a bit. Because obviously today, as I said before, we're going to finish ? Because like I said, when we did the last 2 embers, there it is. It's changing the category. Thing. It looked well. I'll just show. It's always easier a way just to show you what I mean. My I don't think it's changed is I got the clappers because like because the anniversary thing is the last thing for what it's got 1 more week left, but this has got like another month and a half or so. But it showed like these last 2 things. Now they could just be more stuff to unlock and not actually like anything else, but we'll see. Also, if this ends up being very short, we'll continue the other one we did last week as well. We'll see how this goes. There we go. I made sure I turned off the audio on this. Right, here we go. Because they showed the last animation for this, which were chapters, but the current animation is still part 1. So it'll be interesting to see when part 2 is. I guess after this event ends. I guess. Always having flashbacks. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I mean, you just got a shield. You're not Captain America, mate. You ain't gonna do much with a shield. Dang. I guess I'm talking to him. Nope. Oh no, I'm going. Oh, okay, I'm stealing his shit. Yep. Okay. Oh, is that our bag? I don't know. It's next to him. Oh, now what? I'm just gonna. I got a ball in my hands. Oh, I see. It's literally pointing me to where I'm supposed to be going. There you go, sir. Ah, I see. We're going backwards and forwards to the bag. Oh, right, just like one on this. The anime, these uncles. Oh, that's something different this time. No, what was it? This one. Put a little blanket on this person so they don't catch a cold. Oh, okay. Never mind. Guess we're just putting it on the ground instead. It was gorgeous. The animation thing they done is, like, hey. Apparently they're going to be putting it in cinemas. I don't know if it's going to be in my cinema, but like I'm curious if they are going to put the full thing on YouTube as well, because I'm keeping track how long they are, so I don't know how long the entire animation is. But the way I ended is always going to be more, because it's supposed to be set 500 years in the past, and it's supposedly showing how everything went to shit. Yeah, shit. We've got crabs in here. Okay. Oh, so we're just blocking off the air. No, not that. Okay, so now I've got my can. Oh, that's not gonna work. I didn't want to get my candle out. People have created little things to go to clip for this. No, Relax. Look, I'm ready. What do we do with the crabs that came in? Yeah, that's gonna stop those things. Not like they can't climb over that. Ah, yes. Save the villagers from the crabs. Gladly. What I'm going to do is just go at them and they fall over. Ooh. No, not the little guy. Oh, are we doing like decision time here? Wait, where was he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. No, he isn't. Ow, fuck. Ow, well, okay, I'm dead. Oh, was that meant to happen? Throw the shield, like Captain America. Me? What do you want me to do? Grab his hand. What are you gonna do? Throw me? Oh, okay. Got a shield on me. What does that mean? Do I just... Okay. Now what? Oh, okay, there's a lot of these little fuckers, huh? Ah, I see, yeah. I wish we had this normally when we have to deal with these crystal fuckers. Do the thing. Am I supposed to just walk into them? Okay. Use the shield, mate. There we go. Yay. I held his hand to help him out. Oh, my little friend's fine. Oh. Oh, it's like, surprise, motherfucker. No, it'd be like, here's Johnny. We just pray and hope everything will be okay with the rain. Now what? Is that it? Oh. I see. Now we're working back in present day because we're seeing the past. Grab that. Oh, I see where I'm at. I recognize this. Okay. Grab the heart. Ah, so there is one more after this. I figured as much. 18 days? Shit. So that's actually a long ways off then. Huh. 18 days. So we won't be able to come back to this until quite some time then. Interesting. My question is though. No. Yeah, no. Because the only gripe we'll have with this is like the part we did last week. Once we got into the safe area, we could pretty much talk to every NPC and get all rewards, but we'd have to do that stealth section again. That is probably the only like I could say guess kind of the gripe of this one is like to get to the spirits to unlock all the rewards, at least I think most of them we have to do a good section because I don't know, because at least for like if we're gonna get to like the other guys, so that's kind of annoying to have to do a section of the levels just to get the rewards rather than just going in the area and where did my brain go instead of like being able to just go in there. Let's grab these one here. Go. As you can see, I got lots of candles because in that case we'll head back to here. So we're not quite done yet, but the last part's 9 to 18 days, which is interesting to say the least. Because does that mean it will lead into like the next part of the story? Because 18, it's never been a week, it's 18 days. Wonder why. Oh, I didn't grab. That was earlier today when I did that. I also got like 31 of those. Because I'm pretty sure there's like about less than a week left of this. I think they're doing like a awards thing on Friday, which is also kind of neat as well. But it's such an interesting thing to come on to start playing. It's been about, I think, almost 2 months now, and to come in as they're doing their anniversary, but it was like the perfect time. Yeah, 4 days, so less than a week. They didn't add anything relatively new, so like as far as like everything else, I think I can get like at least the ones that cost the tickets. I think I have enough to actually grab these if I wanted to. But I don't know, because like I don't have any music instruments, because you actually have to like pay for this, and I don't think I would ever use them. I don't feel like I'd ever use that. But and the chair as well. But all the same, because I wonder if it would do the same, because the last one, like I said before, I unfortunately it was close to ending by the time I started playing games. So I wasn't able to get enough to get in the rewards, but I did have some candles, and then after the event ended, which I haven't done as well. I haven't done this. It transferred them into normal candles. I wonder if it would do the same with the tickets. But I think in oh god, I think we'll continue the other like quest thing we started last week as well. Yeah, I guess it will probably be a while before we come back to these events. Because there's still like tons of like quests I haven't done. I've done some off stream and with some of them on stream as usual. We just like it went to a halt when this started up. So because as far as because fucking goddamn my fucking brain. Most of the stuff they've released so far, there is some stuff that has interested me, but I think before I pull the trigger on getting the battle pass or buying everything, I want to wait and see what else they release each week. I don't think there's been like store. Yeah, this is the newest one, which is like a waistcoat like thing and a dress. Which doesn't really interest that much. But then again, these aren't going to be there for that long. Because there was the one with like the horns and stuff that was like really cool, but I want to wait and see what else that, because those aren't part of the battle pass, and you have to spend actual money, and I have to be very careful on that one. Because I'm worried that they're going to be playing the animation, and I've got the audio switched off in the theater for stuff, so I don't have to like worry too much, but I worry if it's because they have a policy you can't show any or subtitles as well. As long as I don't face that one, it should be fine. But yeah, there's this, which is quite pricey. But like I said, like when it comes to games in general that have cosmetics, I've never really cared much for them. But something about Sky's one just makes seeing just makes it all these nice. What I will give them credit is they've given spells for some of these, so like at least like you can like do a spell and then decide if you actually like it. Which I think that's a cool way of doing it, because like it's like, well, you don't want to waste your money on something you don't know if you're gonna like. It would suck to spend all that money on an outfit and then like, oh, I actually don't like this. It doesn't fit very well. So I think that's kind of neat. Just cute. Because I mean, I'm sure I don't know what it is with my face tracking today. Why it's acting up. Yeah, let's try something. Spell. Because I want to see what this looks like. I mean, this is like the most common if you want to do like the coolest design. I've seen someone look like this, but I just want to see what it looks like for me. Because if this looks good, it's gonna be like a. Oh, it looks so good. God, does it look so good. I mean, just look at this. Especially with the suit and everything. But also one of the spirits they're doing, I think it's from tomorrow actually, is the I think there was the one of the wind like was the map I showed you ages ago, because a lot of those spirits had like a bird-like motif, and I might want those as well. So I'll wait and see with that. But I mean, like in total that's £10. That's £25. That's a lot. But it's there for 53 days, so I've got like plenty of time to grab it if I do. But I think I'll still play it smart and wait. But I do like that. I do like that they at least give you like, hey, you can try it out. Because I know you can do it if you go in here, but that's not the same as like walking around and seeing how you feel with it. But like, oh, but not right now. I don't think I can. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off just in case someone thinks I actually got this. I just wanted to see how that looked. But I'll think about it. Because like I said, like the different NPCs for these ones are in different areas. So what happens if I like wait, how do I go how, because these are the cinema things. How do I actually go to each location? Do I have to like I see, yeah. So I just clicked that because if I go to the current one, it's just going to start at that. Because there's got to be a way of like just like going to each individual one itself. Because I thought that would be like a lot easier. Hi. If they're going to do it, because I'm pretty sure I just select this, we have to like do the starting points. Because I think there was some like, which I think were actually part of the battle pass. Because there was another cape that did interest me. A lot of people haven't, to be fair. I mean, I knew about Sky ages ago because the company who made this was the same people who made Journey, and I meant to buy it. I just forgot about it, and then one of the VTubers I follow, Snuffy, was mentioned she played it. Then everyone in the Discord said he was playing it, and that kind of like just pushed me to play this because she didn't even know about it. However, it's a very interesting game to say the least. It's different from like most MMOs because it is classed as an MMO. Came out, I think it was on mobile in 2019. Then came to consoles in 2022. Then PC last year. So yeah. I've only been playing it for like almost 2 months now. The best way to describe this is that you're like these sky children. You can check their customers and anything, and the whole purpose of the game is returning light to different areas. So it's just like going around either helping lost spirits, which would be like the side quests and stuff, and or going to the areas and bringing light back to everywhere. sort of thing. And they have their own like currency, which is like candles, which is the ones in the corner, which are the normal candles. The heart and the fire end are like ones you can just grind by grabbing lights and stuff, and then the orange ones are for the event ones they're doing right now. Like I said, it's done by the same people who did Journey, which that came out in like 2012. But I played Journey because they actually even have an alpha for that. It's not in here. Need to go back here. But I actually started playing on PC because I didn't think this would have crossplay. And then someone in chat mentioned it had crossplay. And, because Sony's really awkward with that sort of stuff. But no, this does have crossplay. So no matter what you're on, mobile, console, PC, you can play with anyone. So I end up transferring my data to the console version afterwards. So I prefer playing on console. Yeah, it's in here. The Journey outfit. Yeah, there it is. Unfortunately, this was some is paid, some isn't. This one is. I think it's like like £24 or something. But a lot of it is also for free. Like the stuff I got here is for free. None of what I'm currently wearing was ever paid for. But I think like it's. I've said this before, I said this earlier, but like I've never really cared that much about cosmetics in any like multiplayer or live service game, but something about Sky really entices me to want to. And, the prices are like I don't know. I never really like. Yeah, it's probably because of Sony. Because like although the company that made this is called That Game Company, although they made Journey, Sony owns that IP. Because that's the only like one that is the most I've seen, because most of the other like some are part of battle passes and stuff. Most of them seem to be around like £10, 15, like reasonably priced, right? But that one is the only one I've seen to be almost £30, and that might just be because of Sony trying to squeeze out a little bit of money. You expect for a corporation, they own that IP. They own that IP, so that they can do what they want. Which this isn't, thankfully. This game is their wholly owned made game. No one published it. This was their own like self-published game they did after Journey. And they've been doing this, like I said, since 2019. Which I don't like. Don't blame them wanting to make their own game and publish it themselves. Because it means they own ownership, means they can do what they want, they can put it where they want, and all that sort of stuff. I think it's also on Switch as well. I think they have like a Legend of Zelda pack there, which I think is around the same price as well. Well, obviously you can't get that one here. That would be really wild though. But yeah, I've like done all the quests. We just did the recent like part of the most recent one, which is the 2 Embers, which is that one over there. Which also has an animation. They're actually doing like their own like animation as well. Like they've all the parts were shown in here, which I can't show because I will get in trouble for that, because they've put a statement that they don't want anyone like sharing the animations in like a giant like theater screen. Which makes me what playing this makes me feel like is like PlayStation Home. Like, I don't know why it gives off those vibes of like that stuff. Especially like watching an animation on the big screen makes you better back in the day of like watching like trailers for like stuff in their theater zone, or watching E3 in PlayStation Home and like different events happening, seeing everyone like rush to do them and people unlocking stuff and that sort of stuff, which I miss PlayStation Home. That's why I've been also enjoying this, because it's bringing back that nostalgia for PlayStation Home, which shut down more than a decade ago. I think it was like March last year. Not last year. March 2015. It'd be wild if it was last year. 2015, yeah, so that was like a decade ago. More than a decade ago. Someone's just sleeping there. Also, the way they generate players, characters, they stay like this until you get a candle out and they get a candle out and it shows what they look like. But this guy's just, this is an actual player who's just taking a nap. I think he's AFK actually, because I think you usually do that if you, and my tracking's gone again. You go to sleep. I guess this person's gone off and done something. But this is the collab room. They've done like collabs. There's a Moomin one over there. Moomin is the only one I recognize. Which I keep wanting. Sorry, I need to get back and watching it because I started watching that 2-ish years ago. But I've said this before. There's so much to consume these days. I keep falling behind on loads of stuff. I still got tons of shows I haven't got around to watching. I just started watching My Adventures with Superman. My Adventures with Superman, which came out like 2-ish years ago. But Moomin's definitely on the list to get back and watch. I think it was like on episode 9 of Moomins, the 90s anime. Because it is an anime because it was done by a Japanese studio, so it counts. Anime. But the other week we did start this one. So I'm going to continue that one for a bit. Mortal Kombat 11. One came out already. I can't play Mortal Kombat because I'm not good. I don't do good with gore, and I'm bad at fighting games. And I can do a little bit of gore, but the Mortal Kombat games push me past my limit of what I can handle. I've seen some of the fatalities, and they make me feel. Because I was watching another VTuber called Zentreya, and she was watching like a trailer for what was it? Not like no gore. A little gore is fine. What was it for? Hellraiser. That was it. And I was like, yep. Yeah, I'm not playing that. That's too much. Like, I can't think of a good example of like a little bit of gore. Like dismemberment and stuff like that is fine, but when it gets like to like people's entrails being ripped out and body horror is probably the best way of putting it, is what I can't deal good with. That's the best way of actually putting it. I might as well grab some points as well. A little bit of blood and a little dismemberment's fine, but like it's like the body horror stuff, like really. Ugh. There was another game what came out a couple of years ago, which funny enough I saw also Zentreya playing. It's called Scorn, I think it was, and I was like 1 minute into watching it, I was like, nope, ooh no, I'm out. I am not. No, thank you. Oh hello. What? Someone wants some attention. Hey. What? What's the matter, buddy? So I've heard that Injustice is good. I wonder if they would do a third one. I mean, if they done the second one, it's a it's freaking out because the tracking, because my cat, it's the body's tracked by the webcam, and my cat's right behind me, so when I turn away a little bit from the camera, it doesn't know what to do sometimes. What, you just started meowing at me. Some attention, didn't you? What do you mean? Okay. Right now? I'm going to turn the AC up because it's quite warm in here. So we're dealing with another heat wave in the UK. No, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, but like because I move, because it's great tracking software if you can't afford like actual trackers, but because it uses the webcam, you so much just like slip just slightly away out of the camera's view, the model will go haywire. Okay, calm down now. What is the temperature right now? It's 29 degrees right now. But it's going to get up to like 30. I think I know where that is. I mean, I could hope it teleports me to that. I think. Yeah. Like I said, I got recently this year. I decided to get an aircon because I wasn't going to take the heat again from like last year. Because like the problem with always getting aircons is that usually we don't have that many heat waves here. So like spending all that money on something that you're going to barely use seems like a waste. But I remember last year we had so many, I actually got tanned. I still have a tan line because I'm wearing shorts all the time, so I have a tan line just above my legs. And that means I'm not always going outside, so that meant it was hot enough for me to get a tan, and it's the same this year. Especially with the cats being in my room. For some reason, out of all the rooms in the house they want to be in, it has to be mine. So an aircon was a better solution than a fan. I did try fans. I even tried fan coolers, and that just barely worked. Because also, actually, I probably should know the reason why my room was always the hottest out of everywhere on the house, because I have a lot of things on. But it's been a godsend getting the AC. It's been great. The only problem is when I leave the room, I get slapped in the face by the heat. Like you know when you open the oven when you're cooking something and the heat blasts you in the face. It's like that every time I leave my room. Because I think this is like, I think the 4th or 5th heat wave we had. Because some heat waves were like short heat waves like that. That was like 2 days of high temperature, then went down again, which is a lot, especially for the UK. Right, where was the entrance in here? There was like a cloud that came in from here last time. Am I going completely the wrong way? Maybe it was it. Oh, there it is. There it is. That was the hole I was looking for. Oh wait, no, where is it? Where's this going? There's another person. That weird like star thing is when someone's like honking like this. I wouldn't know. Probably connection issues, because usually that's what happens with me when the message fails to send, is because the internet connections. Which I've been having that happening on and off of lately. But thankfully today, touch wood, the internet's been pretty good. I don't know where I am now. As I said, I've only been playing this for over a month, so I'm not too familiar with everything that is here. Alright, it's just a place we can chat. There's another hole. Because like if you like light up these candles, you can sit down and then someone can sit next to you and you can start using like text message and stuff. Like that. Really neat. Not text, speech or whatever. We'll go for this hole now. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, now I'm back here. Now I'd probably be best just to do this. I know where it showed that vision where that area is. I thought I could get to it go back from where I came from here, but I can't remember where it was. Okay. Also, look, I do like the pause you go for because they remind me of. Oh, hold on, the phone's on low power. It's gonna die. didn't die. I guess then my internet's fine. My internet's fine. I don't know then. Like, I don't chat much when it comes to streams because I get too scared to chat in someone's stream. I just usually emote. Maybe it's just an issue on Twitch. Just Twitch apparently has been having some issues. Apparently, of lately, it's treating lurkers as not real viewers. It's treating them as bots. So anyone who doesn't like apparently interact in chat is classed as a bot, even though they're not. Which is dumb, because I've said this before. Lurkers are like the backbone of anyone's stream. A lot of people are either busy doing something and can't chat, or they're too shy to, which is fine. I've always said that never force. If you just want to sit and watch me play, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to force yourself to talk if you don't want to. I know it's like to feel nervous about chatting in someone's chat or Discord or what have you. Yeah, Twitch just having problems. This is my favorite area still because it's just beautiful. But we're actually making a U-turn through here. Oh, my track. Oh, crap! The tracking's going. What actually happened? What do you mean, like Twitch or in the game? For Twitch, I'm not entirely sure. The game, a lot. Because it's supposed to be also like set like several centuries after the world kind of went to shit. That's what the recent event's been about. Is they have like a whole animation going 500 years into the past, showing what happened, which has only had like its first part released. Apparently, no, that's not right. This is the wrong one. This is the wrong sky hole. Fuck, it's not the one I wanted to go through. I might as well grab that light. Also, these weird like light things that you see around there. They're basically like, I guess, XP points or whatever. Every time you collect them, they go in your points, and it says how many more until you increase like your wings. I've got to sort that alert out because it still starts me that way too. Thank you for the follow. See, this goes in there, and then increases and says how many levels I've got to the next level. And the other lines are like your stamina, but also health. If you get hit, they go down. If you use the wing power, they go down as well. The more you get, the more it increases it. I accidentally went for the wrong hole. Because another thing that seems to be on the subject of Twitch being awkward. So on OBS, it shows the health of a stream, which is usually like in a coloured bar, which is green. And it says, according to OBS, which I trust OBS to some degree, is in the green. But according to the stream manager, it's which is on Twitch, it's in the red, which it's not. It's very confusing. It's really worrying me because it means the stream should be lagging really badly, but it's not. Do you know why I think it is? It's always the classic example of someone who tried to fix something and then it broke something else as well. Shit. Oh fuck. I know where the underground is. I think it was actually this way? I sneeze. Coming on. It's a nice night. I've got an itchy nose. Went from like needing to sneeze to Also another subject thing that I'm currently dealing with some sleeping issues, which are that for some unknown reason my bed feels uncomfortable to lie on, which is affecting my sleep, which it shouldn't because it's not even a year old. Went to the doctors. After several tests, they put me on sleep therapy, which was working, but now it's not, and I don't know why. So I've been trying to do like stretches before bed to see if that would help. That's not my either. But because of it, my sleep still hasn't been 100% great, and I can. She didn't go through, but I said which is pissing me off, so I'm aiming going. So. Okay. Ugh. Alright. Oh god. It's like, because I might be stopping soon, because like I said, my sleep hasn't been great. I'm trying to fix it. Hopefully, if I keep doing these stretches before bed, it might loosen up the body, and it might be the reason why things feel uncomfortable in bed. It's the problem of getting old. But streams have been like kind of short. I always just see how I go, but my brain is like having trouble focusing right now. Because that's the problem. The more tired I get, the more hard it is for me to like read or even concentrate on anything, and I'm getting to that point right now. I just wanted to find the area that I was looking for, but I think I know where it is. I think it's actually down here. I just wanted to do this one mission and then call it for today. Yeah, this is definitely it. Let's just hope it's something simple, because for the love of God, I don't want to have to fork out money for like some specialized mattress or something. It's like, because like I'm like, no, this is wrong again. God damn it. That's not the right one. Okay, I think we'll save that for like, yeah, that's like I said, for me, the more tired I get, harder it is for me to speak or focus or even talk, or even read chat. Like my brain's just like staring at words and nothing's focusing on any. I think it's so frustrating, because there was a point where I was like, oh yeah, I'm back to normal. I can finally stream for longer and talk and read properly, but no. So it's like some force out there says, oh, you're sleeping better? Well, fuck you. You're not now for no reason at all. But I'm going like, because like I said, I found a YouTube video that does like stretches that help work out all the kinks in your body. I've only been doing it for like almost a week. I'm gonna give it like a month, and if by the end of this month I'm still not sleeping better, I'm still doing the things that the sleep therapist has, stuff the sleep therapist suggested, but because we're gonna like end in a minute, because like I can't focus. Like I'm trying to just get to one area, and my brain is, and I've got work later. I can't think, focus. It's annoying, to say the least, and I've got to get ready for work in about 2 hours. So I'd rather use those 2 hours to relax and but that's why I like playing this, because like even if we only do like an hour or two of it, we at least did something in the game. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing the Sly Cooper 3 Platinum run on the PS3, because I never finished it on the PS3, so we're doing that tomorrow. Hopefully things will, because that's the thing, like it seems to be like every day seems like various days where I feel pretty good and can do a longer stream, there's some days where I don't. So it's going to be a day by day basis if I do or do not stream at all or for very long. But as usual, any changes do happen, I will be posting on Blue Sky or on Discord server. But yeah, before I fall flat face to my fucking microphone, I will end it. Yeah, so sorry for like the very short stream today, but I appreciate everyone who stopped by. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for some Sly Cooper.